When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. Isaiah 43:2. Do you ever wake up feeling lost or uncertain, unsure of the path ahead? In those moments, it can be comforting to remember that you are not alone. God is with you, guiding you, and making a way even when it seems impossible. This morning, as you begin your day, take a moment to connect with Him and find reassurance in His presence. Trust in His plan. In the stillness of the morning, as you reflect on the path ahead, trust in God's divine plan for your life. It's natural to feel uncertainty, especially when faced with challenges or changes. However, remember that God's plan is greater than any obstacle you may encounter. He sees the bigger picture, and His timing is perfect. When you trust in His plan, you align your heart with His purpose for you. This trust allows you to let go of worry and fear, knowing that He is in control. Even when the road ahead seems unclear, have faith that God is guiding you. His plan is to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. As you navigate the uncertainties of life, trust that God is working all things together for your good. Romans 8:28. Even in moments of doubt, hold on to the promise that He will make a way for you. Your journey may not always be easy, but with God by your side, you can face each day with confidence, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. Trust in His plan, for it is a plan filled with hope, purpose, and unfailing love. Strength in difficulties. In the midst of life's trials and challenges, find strength in the knowledge that God is with you. It's during these difficult times that your faith is tested, but also where it can grow the strongest. Instead of succumbing to despair, turn to God for comfort and strength. He is your rock, your fortress, and your deliverer. Psalm 18:2. Difficulties are a part of life, but they do not define you. Instead, they can be opportunities for growth and transformation. As you face challenges, remember that God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. When you feel overwhelmed, take refuge in His presence and draw strength from Him. You are not alone in your struggles. God is with you, offering you His strength and guidance. He understands your pain and promises to never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. In moments of weakness, lean on Him, and He will renew your strength. Isaiah 40:31. His grace is sufficient for you, and His power is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. As you navigate through difficult times, trust in God's plan for you. He will sustain you and give you the strength you need to overcome every obstacle. Prayer for guidance. In the quiet moments of the morning, lift your voice in prayer, seeking God's guidance for the day ahead. Prayer is a powerful tool that allows you to connect with the divine and seek His wisdom. As you pray, pour out your heart to God, expressing your desires, fears, and uncertainties. Trust that He hears your prayers and will guide you in the right direction. Prayer is not just about asking for things, it's also about listening. Take time in your prayer to listen to God's voice, as He may speak to you through His word, through a gentle whisper, or through the peace in your heart. Be open to His guidance, even if it doesn't align with your own plans. When you pray for guidance, you acknowledge your dependence on God and your trust in His wisdom. You recognize that He knows the best path for you, and that His plans are always for your good. As you start your day with prayer, you invite God to lead you and direct your steps. Trust that God will guide you in the right direction, even if the path is unclear. His guidance may come in unexpected ways, so remain open and receptive to His leading. Through prayer, you can find the strength and clarity you need to face the day ahead with confidence and purpose. Finding peace in His presence. Amidst the business of life, find solace and tranquility in the presence of God. His presence is a place of refuge where you can find peace that surpasses all understanding. Philippians 4-7. As you begin your day, take a moment to be still and know that He is God. Psalm 46:10. In His presence, you can find rest for your soul and strength for the day ahead. Finding peace in God's presence requires intentional effort. Set aside time each day to spend in prayer and meditation, allowing yourself to be fully present with Him. As you do, you will find that His peace will fill your heart and mind, calming your fears and anxieties. In the presence of God, you can find comfort and assurance. His love surrounds you like a warm embrace, reminding you that you are not alone. Whatever challenges you may face, know that God is with you, guiding you and giving you strength. As you cultivate a habit of seeking God's presence, you will find that His peace becomes a constant companion, sustaining you through the ups and downs of life. Let His peace reign in your heart today, and you will find that no matter what comes your way, you can face it with confidence and grace. Gratitude for His faithfulness. Take a moment to reflect on the faithfulness of God throughout your life. Despite the challenges and uncertainties you may have faced, God has remained steadfast, always there to guide and support you. As you begin your day, express gratitude for His faithfulness, knowing that He will continue to be with you every step of the way. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform your outlook on life. When you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have been given. As you reflect on God's faithfulness, you will find that there is much to be thankful for. In moments of doubt or difficulty, remember the times when God has shown Himself faithful in your life. Recall the answered prayers, the unexpected blessings, and the moments of peace that could only come from Him. Let these memories fill you with gratitude and strengthen your faith. As you express gratitude for God's faithfulness, you will find that your trust in Him grows. You will be reminded that He is always working for your good, even when you cannot see it. Let your heart overflow with gratitude today, knowing that you are loved, cherished, and held in the palm of His hand. Embracing divine timing. Embrace the concept of divine timing, trusting that God's timing is always perfect. In a world that values instant gratification, it can be challenging to wait for God's timing. However, His timing is not bound by our human understanding. He sees the beginning from the end and knows what is best for us. When we try to rush ahead of God's timing, we may miss out on His best for us. Instead, learn to trust in His timing, knowing that He has a plan and purpose for everything. As you start your day, surrender your timeline to Him, trusting that He will bring about His plans for you in the perfect time. Embracing divine timing requires patience and faith. It requires us to let go of our own agendas and trust that God knows what is best for us. Even when things seem delayed or different from what we expected, trust that God's timing is always for our good. As you embrace divine timing, you will find peace and contentment in knowing that God is in control. His timing may not always align with ours, but it is always perfect. So, as you navigate through your day, trust that God's timing is at work in your life, bringing about His perfect will. Finding strength in prayer. Find strength in the practice of prayer, knowing that it is a powerful tool for connecting with God and accessing His strength. Prayer is not just a ritual. It is a direct line of communication with the Creator of the universe. When you pray, you are inviting God into your life, seeking His guidance, and asking for His strength to carry you through difficult times. In moments of weakness, turn to prayer as a source of strength. Pour out your heart to God, expressing your fears, doubts, and struggles. He is always listening, ready to offer you His comfort and support. As you pray, you will find that your burdens are lifted, and you are filled with a sense of peace that can only come from God. Finding strength in prayer requires consistency and faith. Make it a daily habit to spend time in prayer, seeking God's presence and guidance. As you do, you will find that your faith grows stronger, and you are better able to face whatever challenges come your way. Prayer is not just about asking for things, it is also about listening. Take time in your prayers to listen for God's voice, as He may speak to you through His Word, through a gentle whisper, or through the peace in your heart. Be open to His guidance, even if it doesn't align with your own plans. As you find strength in prayer, you will discover a deeper connection with God and a renewed sense of purpose and direction in your life. Trust in the power of prayer, and you will find that you are able to face life's challenges with courage and confidence. Walking in faith, not fear. Choose to walk in faith, trusting in God's goodness and provision, rather than giving in to fear. It's easy to be consumed by fear, especially when faced with uncertainties or challenges. However, as a person of faith, you are called to trust in God's promises and His plan for your life. Walking in faith means choosing to believe that God is in control, even when things seem out of control. It means surrendering your fears and anxieties to Him, knowing that He cares for you, 1 Peter 5-7. Instead of dwelling on your fears, focus on God's faithfulness and the assurance that He is with you every step of the way. Fear can be paralyzing, but faith is liberating. When you walk in faith, you are able to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown, knowing that God is leading you. Even when the path ahead is unclear, trust that God will guide you and provide for you. Walking in faith requires courage and perseverance. It means choosing to trust in God's promises, even when circumstances seem bleak. As you start your day, make a conscious decision to walk in faith, knowing that God is with you, guiding you, and giving you the strength you need to overcome any obstacle. As you walk in faith, you will find that fear loses its grip on you. You will experience a newfound sense of peace and confidence, knowing that you are held securely in God's hands. So, step out in faith today, knowing that God is with you, and He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31-6. Surrendering to His will. Surrender to God's will, acknowledging that His plans for you are greater than your own. It can be challenging to let go of control and surrender to God's will, especially when it seems to be in conflict with your own desires. However, true surrender is an act of faith and trust, believing that God's ways are higher than ours. Isaiah 55-9. Surrendering to God's will means aligning your heart with His, trusting that He knows what is best for you. It means letting go of your own agenda and allowing God to guide your steps. As you surrender, you will find that God's plans for you are far greater than anything you could have imagined. Surrendering to God's will requires humility and obedience. It means putting aside your own desires and seeking God's guidance in all things. As you surrender, you will experience a sense of peace and contentment, knowing that you are walking in alignment with God's plan for your life. Surrendering to God's will is not always easy, but it is always rewarding. When you surrender, you open yourself up to God's blessings and His perfect plan for you. So, as you begin your day, surrender your will to His, trusting that He will lead you on the path that is best for you.